Welcome to another episode of Rewind Time with Brandon Wong Pickups. Today is a special project. Today we're going to be unwinding the wire off of this old 50's P90. We're going to use the screws, one of the magnets, and the original wire to make a humbucker pickup. And I'm going to rewinding all the wire on two different humbucker pickup bobbins. So you can call it a PAF conversion from a early 50's P90. That's as close as you're going to get today without paying, $2 to $5 grand for a single real PAF pickup. I've done this probably, 20 times in the past 10 years. So I have had a lot of success doing it. Mostly the bobbins are not damaged to this point where you've got, a lot of there's wire exposed, there's two sharp edges. We're going to have to smooth those edges down. So, and I'll tell you a reason, if you can see, you see how the bobbin's all cracked and kind of misshaped a little bit. And that's because there are two divots on the back of the pickup, and those divots elevate the magnets for some reason. And when you crank down on the two Phillips screws to mount the pickup onto the base, it pulls down onto the center of that bobbin, and it cracks the bobbin over time. There's tension all over that bobbin, and that's why dozens and many bobbins are all screwed up just because of that design. Today's pickups, they don't have those two little divots, so you don't really see today's bobbins all. Plus, it's a more durable plastic anyway that they use. But anyway, enough about that. I will show you the process of taking the wire off and winding it back on. And this is for Lay's Guitar Repair. This is a conversion pickup for Lay's. Lay's Guitar Repair in Akron, Ohio is one of the world's best restoration shops that I have ever known. There's other restoration companies that are great, but I've got a relationship with Dan that runs the Lay's Guitar Repair. Lay's has been around for a long time, and Virgil Lay is known to have shaved down Jimmy Page's Les Paul. So that's really interesting. Anyway, to work we go. Okay, so I've got the base plate off, and here's the bobbin with the magnets. Now, something about these magnets, the 50's magnets, they're just a little bit thicker than the current PAF magnets used today, or humbucker magnets, and even a little larger than the humbucker magnets that Gibson used in the late 50's and early 60's. So I have some special spacers that I have made custom that will accommodate this size, so that the bobbins are nice and even keel and everything's matched and looks good. So I just wanted to point that out. Also, there was some unevenness. There's some unevenness. I don't know if you could see this. I'm not really good at. You see the center seam of the bobbin? So there's a center seam of this bobbin, and you can see a slight height difference. And what I did on the other side is that I took a blade and I smoothed that out. So while unwinding, the wire won't catch on the bottom edge where that little center seam lip was. And the interesting thing is, you don't see the center seam on the bottom of the pickup bobbin at all. It's invisible. It just must be see, it's nice and smooth right here. There's no center seam, and it's nice and even on the bottom. It's only on the inside. It's crazy. So I wanted to point that out, and I have to smooth out the other side. So when you unwind this pickup, the wire won't snag and break, because it's really easy to do. Another thing I have to do is be extremely careful when you take this old tape off. This was old 3M tape. It's extremely sticky, and it's very hard to do successfully without ripping wire off. So might use a little Goo Gone to do that. That usually does the trick. So as you can see, I successfully wound all the wire off this bobbin without a break, which was really difficult. There's really no pictures in between time because I had to sit still in the same position the whole and you think, oh, that's easy just to sit there and guide the wire on there. It's not. You got the drill in your hand. You've got this thing winding. You don't want to slow down or speed up. You can see I modified this bobbin here because of where the break was, and I just kind of put like a thick piece of paper end on that just to keep it from snagging anywhere. It worked. You got a nice full P90 amount of wire there unbroken, so you can wind the first you can offset the PAF pickup, and it's just great. It's the really lucky wire unwinding. It was awesome. So I've had this jig. I made this jig a long time ago, and it still works to this day. And yep, it's a trusty old little unwinding jig that I made. Now we are going to wind up a couple of bobbins with this original 50's plain enamel wire. So I've got the bobbin set up. The start lead is ready to go. The wire is ready to go. Here it is down here. If you're wondering, it kind of sits down here on a bucket, comes up through the table into this eyelet, and then onto the bobbin, and I hand wind these because you can't get away with using this original wire through felt pinchers and whatnot for automated machines, because there's still that 3M real nasty sticky residue on that wire. You can't just clean that wire off real quick. It just doesn't happen that way. So unfortunately we have to hand wind, which is not vintage correct. However, honestly, you can't really tell the difference. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing going for you. Hopefully I can pick the phone up and record at the same time that I'm winding. I'm not sure if I can do that yet, but we'll give it a shot. Well, I finished winding both coils and I assembled the pickup, added the original screws and put some aged out slugs in the slug coil, and I used the original magnet, and this is what it looks like done. Like a nice vintage white looking pickup with the original magnet, original wire, original pull screws, and it's ready to go into an old conversion or whatever Dan's going to use it for. But it's really cool because the wire is all intact. It was never broke, and it was successfully taken off an original 50's P90 bobbin and rewound onto these two coils to make a humbucker. If you would like the same done, if you have an old 50's P90, and sometimes I can even use wire off of dead P90s, because usually the break is at the start where it hooks up, so you still have all the wire. If you're interested in doing that, I do that for $250. So if you have an old 50's P90 and you want a conversion done, let me know. Jared at brandonwoundpickups.com. Jared at brandonwoundpickups.com is the email. Or find me on Instagram, Brandon Wound Pickups, and message me and let me know you want this done. Because
it's really cool. If you know where the wire and the magnet came from, you know it's from a true 50's Gibson product. So converted into that. So that'll do it for this week's episode. Remember, you can listen to me being silly on the Guitar Knobs podcast, along with Todd Novak and our good buddy Tony Baloney with Pick Guardian. By the way, he does awesome pick guards. He does really, really good work, good custom work. He even does work for the Gibson Custom Shop. He does work for Rickenbacker. Like, he is the real deal. He's one of the best in the business. So if you have a Would You Rather you want on the Guitar Knobs podcast, email Todd Novak and tell him your Would You Rather. We love Would You Rathers, and I read them and I do my silly little song for it. But please, if you want to listen to something while you're driving in your car, you do a lot of traveling, or you're home in a shop like me, and you want stuff to listen to, and please listen to the Guitar Knobs podcast. It's really cool. There's really cool 101s on there, and if you like pedals, we do a lot of pedal guys, and the occasional random speaker guy, or we even had a guy on there for patch cords, so rattlesnake cables. That was really cool. And recently Tour Gear was on, and they make an outstanding patch cord for pedals. They're one of the best. So anyway, sorry for all the rambling. I hope to catch you on the next episode of Rewind Time with Brandon Wound Pickups.
Hi, this is Jared from Brandon Wound Pickups. You may also know me from the Guitar Knobs. Brandon Wound Pickups is brandonwoundpickups.com. Go there, check out my products. I do rewind services. I do a wide range of mods, all sorts of cool stuff. Also, check the Guitar Knob podcast out. Go to theguitarknobs.com, or look for Guitar Knobs on YouTube, and every episode we ever did is on the YouTube channel now. They may not be in order as far as date is uploaded, but they're all there, trust me. Anyway, thanks very much for watching the show. Enjoy it.